Hey, I'm Nick Rollo. Welcome to the producer place. Changing up the camera angle. Don't know why my hands are doing this. Hopefully it's not too distracting in the background. There's a cat thing for the cat and a couch for the people. Anyway, I'm going to break down how I would mix a vocal that's been badly recorded. For this, I've just recorded my voice through an SM57. It's a pretty cheap mic. It's a great mic, don't get me wrong, but it's not a good mic for vocals in my opinion, at least on like a studio level. So I'll show you how I've elevated it and made it a bit more crystal clear and pristine. Wow, crystal clear came out of nowhere. Before we get into the video, if you find this helpful, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's jump in. Alright, so I've just recorded this vocal. It's literally all by itself. There's no instruments, so it's kind of crazy. Like, we don't really do that in real life. I'll start with no processing. And this is what it sounds like.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know. I feel like I'm making mistakes, yay.
It's not particularly great, right? It is what it is. And now this is what it sounds like after processing and with reverb and delay.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know. I feel like I'm making mistakes, yay.
Definitely not perfect, but it's better. You can also hear a terrible cut. This is not a good transition between these two parts. So.
No, I feel like I'm making mistakes.
That's better. Okay, so let's break down the things that I've got, and these are all third-party plugins, but there's tons of free alternatives. I can make a video using just like Studio One standard plugins to do this kind of thing, just to show you that it's possible. First off, I've got RX10 by Isotope. I didn't turn it on because it's like a lag machine, but at the beginning, if you hear here, if you listen here, there's a big sound.
Hey.
When I say hey, the H sound comes out with a big plosive, so this is just getting rid of that.
Hey, it's me.
But it does slow down everything, so I'm turning it off. But I would probably use some kind of isotope features to clean up a vocal if you can afford it. They're very good. Alright, so first up, I've got the CLA 2A.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know.
So generally about 3 decibels of gain reduction, sometimes to 7 when I give it a bit of heat. Then I move into a 76, which is, it's like a fairly classic pairing, the 2A into the 76 or the 76 into the 2A. I've got a slow attack and a fast release.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know.
And to be honest, I could probably be going harder on the 76 than the 2A. Right now, the 2A is doing a lot of the work. That's just the choice that I've made. You could go either way with that, in my opinion. Next, I'm using FabFielders Q3. You can do this with any EQ.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording.
So, I guess from right to left, not the right way to do it. I'm boosting at 15K just to get a bit of air and brightness. I'm removing just a bit of a whistle that I disliked. I found that frequency annoying as well. And there was this really low annoying frequency that just kind of, I don't know, it felt muddy and messy. And I low cutted enough so that it was removing the rumble that didn't need to be there. So this has made quite a lot of difference to the sound.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording.
It loses a bit of that low body that's excessive in my opinion, and it kind of makes it brighter and more present. Next I'm using Brainworks SSL 4000E. This is just adding a bit of a shelf at 8K, and it's doing a bit of compression at a 5:1 ratio and just an average release. Sounds like this.
Hey, it's me, this is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know.
So it's really not doing that much on the compression side, but it is adding a bit of a boost, so that's nice. I'm using another EQ. This is just a particular EQ I'm using, but it's the MAG EQ4. 20 kilohertz, and I'm adding 4 decibels of air.
Hey, it's me. This is just a test recording.
So this is really just adding that kind of sparkle at the top. You could do this with the normal EQ. I just like how this one sounds. It just kind of makes it brighter and more present, and it avoids the S's. So it's like you can do that and doesn't make the S's worse. Finally, I'm using a de-esser.
Hey, it's me. This is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know.
Taking a bit off, it's nothing crazy. I feel like that's sort of how I like to have my S's. It's like they're less, but they're still there. So if we go before and after.
Hey, it's me. This is just a test recording. Where am I going with this melody? I don't know.
So it's louder. That's something that I've added a bit of volume, which I think is fun. It's more present. I think it'll just stand out in a mix easier because it does have a bit more brightness, that it's not going to be so dull and dampened by everything else around it. For effects, I'm just using Valhalla Vintage Verb. This is like the default setting basically. I've just rolled off a bit of the highs and turned the decay back a bit.
Hey, it's me.
Just a bit of a cloud. And then for the delay, I'm using Valhalla Delay. Just a random time. I didn't really think too hard about it. Tape, turn the age off, rolled the highs a bit.
Hey, it's me. This is just a test recording.
I wasn't actually abiding to a BPM here, so if it was, I would have done, an eighth note or a quarter note delay. I like to use this delay and this reverb, but you can do it with any. These are just like my tools that I have handy, so that's what I used. And yeah, I think the difference is quite significant. It's cleaner, it's more in your face. I feel like I smoothed out some of the problems. If you found this helpful, comment below, hit like, hit subscribe. I'd love to know how I can help if you have any other questions. But yeah, have a great day and I'll catch you later.